Someone has installed half a dozen solar panels on his rooftop hoping to lower his light bill. Almost immediately he begins to make extensive use of his electric heaters, installs an electric water heater, several mini-split air conditioners throughout the house, and happily starts enjoying all his electrical appliances. When the light bill arrives, the fellow is terrified to realize that his consumption has skyrocketed. He complains bitterly for investing so much money only to be worse off than before. Let's analyze the situation. Half a dozen solar panels, even the largest on the market, produce relatively little power, a bit over 12,000 watts on a sunny day. On a cloudy day, production can drop to a quarter of that. An electric heater, as innocent as it may seem, can easily swallow about 1,500 watts for each hour of operation. A mini-split type air conditioner, of the so-called 1-ton type, uses up 1,200 watts for each hour of operation. An electric water heater for 3 people uses up about 4,000 watts per hour. Let us now limit our analysis to wintertime. Although mini-split heating is quite efficient, a single 1-ton air conditioner can consume about 15,000 watts on a very cold day, considering that it is on about half the time, as it turns off every time it reaches the desired temperature. An electric water heater, which can be installed indoors, since it does not produce smoke or dangerous gases, uses up approximately 1,000 watts during a 15-minute shower. If 3 people use it, that's 3,000 watts per day. Fortunately, there is good news. When it comes to expanding a solar power installation, since component prices have dropped recently, you can afford increasing the system power capacity. But there is still more to analyze. With a very small extra investments, or even at no cost, improvements can be made to any home to reduce energy consumption. Still talking about energy savings in winter, you must take into account that roofs, walls, windows and doors, and even floors, cause heat leaks in any house. Let's start with the roof. In many countries it is typical to have a waterproofed concrete slab as a roof. This, plus the fact that hot air goes up inside a room, means that most of your money spent to heat the house is lost, since it is transferred outdoors. Even if the heating system is working at maximum power, a high percentage of the heat produced is lost to the outside. What is the solution? A styrofoam, also called dry snow, false ceiling can be placed a few inches below the slab, at a low cost. If the roof of the room is very high up, or irregular in shape, the false ceiling can be used to reduce the volume of air inside the room. This styrofoam can also be used to line the walls internally. It is recommended to make sure the electrical installation is not in bad shape, to avoid a short circuit, since styrofoam can catch fire easily. This material can only be painted with vinyl paint, since solvents used in other paints can dissolve it. In addition, you must cover vents, grids, ducts or perforations that can cause the loss of your precious hot air. On the other hand, window panes can be covered with a transparent material widely used to pack delicate products. This material is known as polybubble. The air encapsulated in 2 sheets of polyethylene act as an insulation, and this material can be easily adhered to window panes or placed as backing for curtains. The results are amazing. The window feels warm to the touch, even more efficiently than using double glass. With regard to doors, strips of adhesive foam material can be used to produce a better seal with the frame. A rubber strip on the threshold or lower part, whether articulated or fixed, prevents the entry of cold air currents. As for floors, rugs and carpets can be of some help, although their losses are not so severe. This type of insulation is equally effective in summer. An additional measure for hot weather is to use white waterproofing on rooftops to prevent the slab from heating up. Then, a few panels can be added to the solar power system, and now it will do a much better job to keep the electricity bill at an acceptable level. One last thing, generally during the spring and autumn it is not necessary to use the air conditioning system, so you can accumulate a reserve in your energy pool, which can be of help during the periods of greatest power consumption, that is, winter and summer. I hope this video has been useful to you. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to my channel. Shava Ta'in.